Now, fear has gripped residents of Rimin Zakara in Ungogo local government area of Kano following surveys and mapping activities in the area 7 months after a demolition exercise sparked a violent clash between residents and armed security operatives, leading to the death of 3 residents and several others injured. Land authorities and management of Bayero University Kano commenced the demolition exercise in February this year to recover land encroached by the community. Ahmad Datti's complete the report.
Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf had during a condolence visit to the community halted the demolition exercise, pledging to resolve the 40-year-old land dispute as well as pay compensation, build a Friday mosque, connect the community to the national grid, establish a primary healthcare center, build a borehole and an access road. However, residents say they woke up on Monday morning to see surveyors carrying out mappings, a move that sent fears down their spine since the state government had intervened to end the land dispute. Yahaya Muhammad Adam, a resident, said survey and mappings of Rimin Zakara Yamma has been carried out to compensate residents, but the exercise does not affect Rimin Zakara Gabas. Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf had during a condolence visit to the community halted the demolition exercise, pledging to resolve the 40-year-old land dispute as well as pay compensation, build a Friday mosque, connect the community to the national grid, establish a primary healthcare center, build a borehole and an access road. However, residents say they woke up on Monday morning to see surveyors carrying out mappings, a move that sent fears down their spine since the state government had intervened to end the land dispute. Yahaya Muhammad Adam, a resident, said survey and mappings of Rimin Zakara Yamma has been carried out to compensate residents, but the exercise does not affect Rimin Zakara Gabas. Aminu Saleh Ibrahim, a community leader, said Rimin Zakara Gabas is not part of the demarcated area where compensation will be paid.
We woke up to see people in our area conducting surveys and measurement of our lands, and therefore call our leaders. From the bridge separating our area with Rimin Zakara up to this point are covered by the intervention of the governor. Besides, since the land dispute BUK had been resolved, what are they coming to do?
Abba Hikima, a lawyer engaged by the community, said the people were not fighting anyone, but seeing people surveying their lands caused them to be agitated.
And their complaint is that there was a prior promise by His Excellency the Governor of Kano State, the effect that all of these people who are inhabitants of this area shall continue to remain in their area, because there are actually 3 groups. There is part of these people whose property actually fell under what is now believed to be the territory of Bayero University Kano. And there are those who are actually resident, or their houses actually fell in the boundaries in which I understand the Kano State government is trying to now do some kind of layout. So the government is trying to compensate them. In fact, the government has even begun to compensate these people. And then there is the part of these people, which is the majority, that their house fell in Rimin Zakara East. These people, there are promises and assurances that their properties have not been affected by this exercise. And so they have relented, I would say. They are living peacefully in their houses. Only for them to wake up in the morning and see some people actually measuring and taking assessment of their houses. This is actually going to be disturbing.
In June this year, demolition scare gripped the community when some residential buildings were marked with red paints, prompting the community leaders to clarify that the markings were merely documentation for purposes for future developmental projects. Spokesperson of the Ministry for Lands and Physical Planning, Aliyu Zangina, did not respond to a phone call to shed more light on the dispute. Ahmad Datti, Trust TV News, Kano.